So this is Melanie at Content Aware Templates, and we are going to explore elements in Canva and give you everything you need to know. So to begin, we're going to go over to the bar on the left and we're going to click on Elements. Now we're going to search for kittens. I'm just going to do one kitten. And it's going to bring up a variety of images for us to add to our design. So for this, there's just too many to pick from right now. They're all so cute. But you can see there's graphics, there's photographs, and oh, there's even a movie of a little meowing cat. How cute. But for our demonstration, we're going to go with graphics. Now, there's still a lot of graphics here, so I want to narrow it down a little bit. And one of the ways that I can do that is by going up here to this adjustment slider and clicking on it. Now I can search my images by color. I can search them by orientation. I can decide if I only want static images or animated images. For my search, I want only static images. Cutouts are images with transparent backgrounds. And most importantly, I am going to click on free because if you have a free Canva account, you can use any image that comes up when you search by free. But if you search by pro and you're not paying for the pro account, any image that you use in your design that is designated as a pro element or a pro image is going to have like a hashtag or a crosshatch design on it when you go to print out your design, and you don't want that. So really, for all intents and purposes, please click on free and then go ahead and click on apply filters. And okay, it looks like we pretty much have the same images available to us. I'm sure if we scroll down it would change a bit, but let's use these two kittens because they're very cute. We're going to get 1 and 2. Oh, and this is something that is very important to know about Canva and elements. You can see that as I clicked them to add them, they stacked up one right on top of the other. That's because Canva uses layers, just like Photoshop or any other photo editing or image editing software does. Any new thing that you add on is added as a new layer on top of old layers. And so this kitten right here is on top of the first kitten that we clicked. So we can do something, a couple of things to get rid of that. First of all, we're going to select the kitten on top. You can see that my mouse is hovering over it and it's highlighting this item by putting this square around it. You can see if I highlight my logo, it wants that, but I don't want to grab that. I want to grab the kitten. So I'm going to click on the kitten, hold and drag, and now the kittens are next to each other. But this kitten is still in front of this kitten. Okay, so now what we want to do is we are going to resize this element. So we're going to go down to one of the bubbles in the corner, hold and drag, and that makes this kitten much larger. Now it's like a cat and not a kitten. Maybe that's the mama cat. Okay, so now we can see that this kitten is clearly in front of this one, or this element is in front of this one. So what if we want this element to come to the front? We can hold and drag it, but it's no matter what we do, it's still going to be behind this image unless we go up here to position. Now we can choose to move this layer. See, the square is like a little layer and it's saying go forward. This layer makes it go backwards. So we're going to click on forward. And now this kitten is in front of the big kitten. Another thing that we can do is we can use it to put our kitten all the way to the right. It's on the bottom, all the way to the top, all the way to the left, or middle center. I'm going to move it down here though. I want these kittens to look like they're cuddling. There. Now they're all cozy. And so now I want to show you some ways that we can change these elements and make them our own. So not all, but some elements that are graphics you can change the colors on. And this kitten is one of the things that you can change the colors on. Oh, excuse me. So let's say we want, instead of a gray kitten, let's say we want an orange kitten. we can go ahead and click on the gray color and change it to orange. And let's say that color orange is a little bit too bright. We can come back up here and it will bring us to our most recently used color. And I want this kitten there. That looks like a normal kitten color. We can move our tool right here, or if we wanted to match the mama cat, we can use the eyedropper tool, go over to the color that we want to match on the mama cat, click it, and now they match perfectly. Okay, so now we've looked at different ways that we can manipulate the colors. For another example is if we wanted to make the pink of the ears a little bit more peachy or a little bit more pink, like let's say we choose this color. We can also soften this one up by going here, and I'm trying to find one that I like here. There we go. Okay, lovely. Or if we want it to match the mama cat, again, we can use the eyedropper tool, come over here, and well, now the kittens match again. Okay. So another thing that we can do to manipulate our elements is we can use the edit image, crop, and flip tools. So first, we're going to save the edit image until later because I'm going to show you with a photograph one of the really powerful tools that you can use. For now, let's just quickly do a crop. I'm not sure. I personally wouldn't really want to do this, but sometimes you have a photograph and it looks good when it's cropped. So we just kind of, cropped our image. If we want to undo that, we can hit Command or Control Z, and it puts our image back the way it was. Now we're going to go up and explore the flip tool. We can flip our kitten horizontally, and it changes the direction that the cat is facing. And we can flip it vertically, and now we have kittens getting ready to crawl on the ceiling, which I don't want, so let's flip it back. Okay, now we are going to move on to, we're going to come back to this edit image tool in just a minute. Right now, we're going to go and learn how to upload an image that, for example, if you have pictures on your computer and you want to add them to something that you're working on in Canva, or if you want to screen grab something off of the internet, this is how you're going to do it. Okay, we're going to go ahead, first of all, I had already done a kitten search. We're going to open a new tab. We're going to go to Google or whatever search tool you use, and since we're in a kitten theme, we're just going to type in kitten, and we're going to go to images, and oh boy, that's a really cute one. All right, we're going to go with this one. Now there's two ways that we can import this image into Canva. The first way is we can control click and we can copy the image and then come back to Canva and just hit Control V, and boom, there's our image. Or, okay, I'm going to delete this for the moment. Or if you want to keep this image and make sure that you have it for later, you can control click and click Save Image As. Go ahead and save it, kitten 1. And I prefer to keep things on my desktop, so we're just going to save it there. And then we can go back into Canva. We're going to go over to the bar on the left and click Uploads. I'm going to click Upload Media. This kitten is here because that's the one that we copy pasted, but we're going to click kitten 1 that we actually saved and open it. And now you'll see there's another copy. This one is the control. Copy and pasted version. This is the saved to your computer version. We're just gonna pop the save to our computer version on here. This would work the same way with any photo software that you have on your computer. You would just have to, when you click upload media, you would have to go to wherever on your computer, for example, like photos, and you would click there and upload from there. Okay, so I promised you that we were going to check out the edit image tool. So we have our kitten photograph selected. I clicked on edit image, and we have a bunch of tools that we can use. We can click on adjust, and excuse me, we can increase the brightness of our kitten. We don't really want to do that. The contrast, the saturation, the tint, All of these things are all different controls that you can use to change the way the photograph looks or the image looks. There's many effects that you can search in here. You can add like drop shadows and all kinds of things. Just whatever you can think of, just type it in, and if there's an adjustment that you can use, it'll pop up. But one of the most interesting tools that I think is the most useful is the background remover. And I had just used it because I typed in background remover, actually BG remover. But this is what it looks like, and you can go ahead and click on that, and you can see that there's like, it's taking a moment. It's going to automatically remove this white background from the kitten, and with any luck, our kitten will then look like a perfect copy that has no white background attached to it. So there's our kitten with the background removed. And just like any other object or any other element, you can resize. You can also, oh, I forgot to show you, you can use this little attachment here. You can see that my arrow turns into like a curved side-to-side arrow. I can tilt my kitten. And you can see down on the bottom below that right now my kitten is at -19 degrees. I'm going to bring my kitten back to 0 degrees to prevent it from being seasick. And now I'm going to pop it into the background here by changing its position. I'm going to make it go backward. It might take it a moment, but the kitten will eventually go behind these other 2 layers, or at least it should. And if it doesn't, you can click on one of the other elements that you want to. Canva's being uncooperative to me for some reason. I would like to bring my kitten forward. Maybe it's just taking a really long time to process this image. Sometimes that happens in Canva. Oh, and there we go. Now it's finally behind the other kitten. It was just taking it a minute to process. And there you go. So we learned how to add elements, use the search bar, narrow down our searches with the qualifiers, move, resize, flip, edit, recolor, reposition, and upload elements to use in Canva. And that is just about everything I can think of that you would need to know to enjoy our templates. I hope you had fun learning. I did. Bye.